Welcome to this tutorial on Dev Mode. If you're a developer using the HollaEx kit, then Dev Mode is an essential tool to streamline your plugin development process. For context, I'm using Ubuntu in this video, which is an easier OS to work with the HollaEx kit. In this tutorial, we'll be using an exchange on the testnet network, where the process is similar to the default mainnet. It's best to use a new exchange either way, so nothing will get negatively affected and we'll have the easiest time possible. The first step is to set up the dashboard, create an account, complete the initial dashboard 5 steps and get to this page, but don't set up a DIY exchange beyond this point. Once on this page, or the similar mainnet version, there are 3 codes we need to obtain. The first code is the activation code, which you can find on the general sidebar. Scroll to the bottom and click on the eye icon to reveal it. Copy this code and store it somewhere safe, as we will be using it later. Next, we need to generate the exchange's API keys. Click on the account name in the top right, then click on the exchange keys button on the left. If you haven't set up any keys, click on the generate button to get them. Follow the steps and you'll eventually get to a page with the main API key and the secret. Take note of both of these, as we won't be able to get the secret easily after this screen. With these 3 codes, let's get into Dev Mode itself. All the commands are located in the docs, so have them open alongside your terminal. Open up the Run Dev Mode documents and follow the steps. Clone the HollaEx kit repo, enter the kit folder and then the server folder. Copy and paste this mv command, then open up the file asked for in the docs. You can see the location here, kit to server, then tools, and then this .local file. Take the 3 codes from earlier and paste them into the relevant spaces. The activation code is near the top, and the 2 API ones are near the bottom. Once you've done that, save the file and head back to the terminal. Run Docker Compose up in that server folder and leave it running. Open a new terminal to continue working. Check your progress with Docker PS and you should see 4 containers currently running. With this looking good, we are now going to enter one of these containers and run a series of commands. Simply follow steps 6 to 7 as I'm doing here. Once the final command is done, you'll see that the activation code has been set. Go back to the original terminal that was running Docker Compose up, stop the process with Ctrl+C, and then rerun Docker Compose up to apply those changes. Now that we're in Dev Mode, let's see why it's so useful for development. Inside the HollaEx kit is an example plugin. Let's run it and see what we can see. To run a plugin, make sure that the Docker Compose up command is running in one terminal, and then in another terminal, enter one of the Docker containers with the docker exec command we used earlier. Once inside the container, run the node command as I have here. Notice that the name of the plugin we want to run is at the end, in this case, HollaExchange. Allow that to run until you see HollaExchange plugin initializing. Open a browser and take a look at localhost 113 plugins HollaExchange info. Here you'll see some info from the plugin. Let's change it. Head over to the plugins folder. I'm just using the file explorer, but you could use your IDE here. Inside this script.js file, let's change the returned object to something else. Go back to that terminal that we ran the node command in, kill the process, and run the same node command. We can now see in the browser that the same URL is showing us the new edited data. This took us perhaps a minute to do, as opposed to the 10-15 minutes that would be required without Dev Mode, where a full rebuild of the kit would be required. In future videos, we're going to delve a bit deeper into plugin development, but hopefully this has been a useful start. Thanks for watching.